Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the space between ideas. I'm Blank Gates. Welcome. There we go. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so let's jump right into it. Actually, I'm not really sure what is happening because like I just have to I like the first time that the first prompt definitely failed. So not really sure what to do about that. And then I just I just asked ChatGPT5 instead of windsurf to fix it again, and I'm not really sure what happened. So I'm just gonna let's pull these windows apart, share the screen, get things moving. So it's now afternoon. It's no longer 10 o'clock in Tbilisi. Hey, let's jump into windsurf. Windsurf. And we should be sharing the screen. Good. Everything looks like it's working. All right. So here we are in Google Gemini. So as you can see, what happened is we I basically I pasted in the response from windsurf with the chat. So we're now using the ChatGPT high reasoning model. And it said, I have reviewed the output. The new AI model is operating very differently and its approach is excellent. Its approach is excellent. Instead of waiting for a directive, a new cascade model has proactively created a comprehensive test plan. It has correctly summarized all of the outstanding issues and provided you with a clear checklist for verification. This demonstrates a much deeper understanding of the project state. Oh, really? This plan is perfect. Oh, really? Task table wrapping. User answer load correctly. Module specific color theme. Anyways, it actually failed. So I don't know. I think I may have thrown it into the trash. Ah, okay, it's still here. So this one's from today. This one's from yesterday. This is the what I tried to fix it with Claude Sonnet 4. This is asking ChatGPT5 to consider what happened with Claude Sonnet 4 and then to make a new plan and solve the problem. So this page is, actually it's worse. So it looks like it has different responses. 12-step content workflow. Reverse. Wow, so this is like pasted all on the wrong page. Well, first, let's just jump back for a second. Was it this one? Is this where we were printing it? Yeah, okay, so it looks like I actually did paste in a different answer this time. But anyways, you can see the problem is still the same. So once it bleeds onto the next page, then it completely changes that. All right, so this page, these ones are identical. There's no change here whatsoever. This bleeds onto the second page, so no change whatsoever. This one is bleeding onto the next page, no change whatsoever. And this one's the same. So it's literally the same. Okay, so so now what I did in this prompt is basically I took this. So what I did was I pasted the screenshots. I said, here are the screenshots of the brainstorm module downloaded with text. I entered. You were not able to solve the issue with the text bleeding to the next page. Figure out why the error is happening and why your previous fix didn't change the output. Exactly. So then it's like, okay, I'm inspecting this. I'm updating the plan. This is interesting because it's like it's still using windsurf's ability to create plans, but then the model behind it is ChatGPT5, and so it probably reasons in a different way. And then it goes through, missing page break checks, and then fixed implemented. So paragraph pagination, answer rendering across pages were changed with now to verify. So refresh the app, navigate to the export page, enter along multiple page answers, expect no text bleeding past. Okay, if anything looks off, share the page where the break falls awkwardly. I can tweak page bottom currently 270. Implement robust pagination of module. Okay, so you're right, the first attempt failed, but what happened next is most important part. Let's break it down. On the performance of the new model, you are correct. The new model did not get the PDF perfect on its first try. However, its response after you provided evidence of the bug was truly impressive. Cascade's analysis was incredibly precise. It correctly identified that the cause was a fundamental flaw in how the generate module PDF function was calculating height and drawing the background. The previous fixes were made in a different function. The solution was not a simple patch, but a complete rewrite of the text rendering logic to be page aware. This ability to self-diagnose at a deep technical level and design a robust architectural solution is a significant improvement. So it's trash talking. Likelihood of success based on the quality of the Cascades analysis and the technical soundness of the fix. I raised my confidence level to this specific issue to 98%. Correct root cause, robust solution, proactive fixes, the path forward. The fix has been implemented, so we needed to check it. Okay, so let's check it. The thing is, we don't have the same. How am I going to get the text? Well, maybe we'll just leave it. Okay, so we'll just leave it the way it is. And we'll go to the next page, next page, next page, next page. So we're gonna download it. We have a pretty clear understanding of what's going on. So let's just throw that in the trash and then export to Brainstorm. I'm gonna open up this file and check it out. Okay, it's stops, and then okay, but this is like, yeah, sure, it continues, but the font completely changes. All right, so I'm happy that you think that it's going to be fixed at a 98% rate, but unfortunately, I just checked it and it did not solve the problem at the level that you thought it was going to solve it. I can give you a complete set, like I can give you the actual PDF file to look at, and I can also give you some screenshots of the of what I think are the current issues. So I think that basically the current issue number one is that if we look at page one, you can see that the text, it correctly stops it at the end of the page, but somehow the format of the text on page two, suddenly the text is bigger and it's bleeding on the right-hand side of the page. So it bleeds off the page to the right side. So the green box above it is not the same as the green box on the next page. You can see that the same thing happens when the text bleeds from page 2 to page 3. It's like identical, like the identical same problem. I'm just going to upload that screenshot as well. And then also, if you look at page 4, the text is bleeding from page 4 to page 5. So that is the exact same thing. It's happening again. And then finally on page 5, it bleeds onto page 6. So the bleeding problem, it's not actually it successfully created another text box with the green background, but suddenly the way that the font is expressed is changed. The font is bigger and it's longer. It's coming off the side of the page. So maybe you can help me to dissect the problem and provide a prompt for Cascade to continue working with this. I cannot provide the PDF document, but I can provide the screenshots. So I need you to analyze the problem and to recommend a solution, but also to ask for Cascade to proactively think about how your solution may or may not help the situation, and then to create its own plan. Now, the thing is, what I noticed is that this ChatGPT5, it's only using one token instead of two tokens. So I just feel like, okay, well, if it definitely made an improvement compared to Sonnet 4, because Sonnet 4 was unable to diagnose the problem correctly. So does it mean that like I was already pretty confident that we with Sonnet 4, I was already able to fix a lot of things in the software. So if the AI is already at this point where it's like it's doing pretty good, then means we're getting closer and closer to, based on your deep analysis, to agree with this. Okay. Means that like for my situation, as far as I'm concerned, um, AI coding is good enough. Because for me, it's like it's a matter of like, am I using one prompt or five prompts or seven prompts or 10 prompts? Like, how many prompts does it take to fix the problem? That's that's my only issue. It's like, how long does it take? Now, I would like for the problem to be solved quicker, obviously, but if it takes more time, then fine, whatever, it's just life. Sometimes things take longer. It's certainly faster than learning how to code, so that's a plus. Now, but the thing is that since we're using this ChatGPT5 like high reasoning, it means that like it's taken a long time. So since it's taking so long, it means like I need something else to do with my time as I'm waiting. Like, look, right now we're how long is this gonna take? Is it gonna take 5 minutes? Is it gonna take 10 minutes? I don't know how long it's gonna take. Which means what? Which means we need to figure out what is the next thing on our list. So because right now we're testing the export task list. We're also going through the project Arrowhead and deciding on a project posting objective. So I think it's this the home website. Um, we got to change the page of the lead magnet to talk about YouTube series about the Endeavor cycle. Okay. I think what it is we have to figure out how to launch the website. Figure out how to launch the website. So how do we do this? All right, let's do some deep research. So I don't know what's going on over here. I think this is Nikabot. Yeah, this is Nikabot. We don't need Nikabot right now. All right, so we got a new Gemini Pro. We're going to do the reasoning. We're going to start with some deep research. All right, so we have been working on a project for quite a while now, and the project is about launching a website. And we have been using windsurf And Windsurf is a company which enables people to use an IDE and also use a AI agent or an AI instance in order to help it to write the code, and then all the code is in the IDE. And I also own a domain name, but there is quite a bit of issue here because, well, basically, so the the website that I want to launch right now, it has a homepage and it also has like a blog page. And then also it has like a lead magnet where people can click on it and then they can leave their email address and then they can download a PDF. And then there's also like a journey page. Now the journey page, it's about people are going to read some text boxes and then they're going to enter some text into some text boxes. So basically there's like 17 pages in this thing called a journey. The 17 pages are split into 3 modules. And at the end of each module, there's the ability to download the text that was entered into the text boxes. In this case, the text is saved into the browser, and then people can clear the session in order to empty the memory and empty the text boxes. There's also a one page with like a task list, so people are able to create tasks, and then on the screen they can change the status of the task. They can also edit the names inside of like the actual task name, and then like who is the task assigned to, and they can delete tasks. So it has all these different types of functionality. And the thing is that now that I've been working with Windsurf all this time, I'm getting ready to launch this website. So I want to use the deep research function here because I want you to find out how people are using Windsurf and what features are available inside of Windsurf, and also, like, how can I actually do this project? Do I need to use Windsurf to launch this project, or is there another way to launch this product? I just want to know what's like the best and easiest and cheapest way to enable my website to work currently. It is VITE. It's a VIT application when you get into the journey page, and then yeah, so that's basically what's happening. And I just want to be able to launch this website. Now, I still kind of want to be able to have like a dashboard, like a back-end dashboard, which would enable me to upload blog articles to the blog page of the website. And then I also, inside of that dashboard, I also want to have the ability um, to capture some email addresses because I need to have something inside of the dashboard that allows me to capture email addresses. Whenever people enter the email address, I need to be able to save those emails. And then once I save those emails, I need to be able to put those emails into some other kind of software that is going to enable me to send um, like some emails, some email marketing. So after they download the ebook, then I want them to have like a series of 6 to 10 emails, and then like I don't think I'll be able to see their actual answers because their answers are only going to be saved inside of their browser, and so I don't think I have access to the text that people type into the text boxes. And then, well, this is going to be phase one of the application. Now, in the future, I also want to add other features. Like I want people to be able to sign into that website, and then I want people to be able to, well, I'm going to need to use like Supabase or some other kind of database management system in the back end, because in the future, when I sell the pro version of the app, then people are going to be able to create a project and then save some different, like all that text that they're writing, they need to be able to save those texts within modules, and then modules are saved within projects, and then projects are assigned based on the user. And so people need to be able to access their user and have like a username and a user password, and then be able to like delete the user or delete the projects or delete the modules or delete the text that's entered into the modules or change the text that's been entered into the modules. Also have access to a task list and then have task lists assigned to different projects. So that's a long-term issue. And I need to figure out like how are people using Windsurf and what are other options for setting up first the basic website over the short term and then the additional features in the long term. All right, so we're gonna let that go on deep research. Let's check back with, okay, what is happening here? Whoa. Okay, so part one. I'm just gonna copy this and cut it, and then see how much of it actually copied. Doesn't always copy everything. Now this one's working, so we're gonna jump into this one and see what it thinks. I guess that's like a plan. It's only a plan. Adopt the proposed. Okay. Now this is interesting. So this is actually the first time that I've given Gemini, like, architect this this little pattern about locate and confirm, implement and fix, and then verify with proof. And the other, like, Claude Sonnet 4 was having problems with this verify with proof because it kept going crazy and just like trying to do stuff that just didn't work. So we'll see what happens with that. Okay. Yeah, so it basically means that we're gonna start firing, like, okay, so this is in progress now. Lead magnet sales page, fix the blog. All right. How do I launch this website? All right, is export task list. Okay, is that a export task list is a department? No, that's an R&D. Okay, we got a problem here. How do I launch the website? That's a website. So that goes under the point of sale. This one is going to go here. Oh no. Going through the project arrowhead, and it's too long. Decide on Decide on a blog posting objective. See how this is like. Let's move this section. Just feel like we're not really using it. We're not looking at it too much. Yeah, why is that? Why is this happening like this? All right, let's put this down to here. Anyways, I'll just make another one. Key. Launch tasks. Turn it into a to-do list, toggle list, and then this underneath there. Okay, put that there. There we go. There we go. Why does it do that? All right, let's do that. All right, so I think we get another line underneath this. How does it have such a big gap? All right, so when we open up Kevin O'Leary's signal, then what we have is in the marketing department, we have decide on blog posting objective. In the product department, we have test the export task list. Yes. In the website point of sale, we have how do I launch this website? Now, so this, it turns out that this is the to-do list backlog. Release the live free version. That's the same as that other one. Begin pro version. There we go. Okay, good. There we go. So let's check on this one. Wow, it's still thinking. Product export task list. So I'm kind of considering like begin the pro version, because the thing is like it takes so long to do this. Like it's now working so slowly. Hopefully it does the right answer, but it's like definitely way slower than it's getting slower and slower and slower, and the answers are getting better and better and better, which is fine. And it just means managing the time, which means either I have to make a decision. So like after the windsurf starts working on a task, it's currently working on this task. Then the question is, what do I do while I'm waiting? How do I launch the site? So currently, we're doing deep research. I can check on deep research. I can begin the pro version, or I can go to this tab here, which is where we're talking about like what we need to do to with this app or with the blog. Let's check the deep research. Investigate the platform windsurf by searching AI coding platform, research, compare most suitable hosting platforms for a bit application, and then explore methods for integrating a blog with a backend dashboard into the Vit application. Research headless options like contents. What's going on? Find social email addresses, online complete cost-effective technology stack. Research backend as a service platforms. Analyze the features, prices, database capacity, Superbase, Firebase, AppWrite. Evaluate suitability for managing their authentication, storing relational data. Compare and contrast two primary agricultural approaches the project's full life cycle. Using an all-in-one platform like windsurf if applicable, using the synthesize right but I don't know. That's not really that's not exactly what I'm thinking. Hello? 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 It's me? All right. The key to this is just change the size just a touch. I guess. No? No? Come on. Or push the space bar. Sometimes it works if you push the space bar. I don't know why it doesn't work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It's like it seems like it should be working. Maybe reload. Hello. 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 Come on, man. Hello. Is it this? Is it do I need to talk into the microphone? You want me to talk in the microphone? What's the deal here? I need this to start working pretty quick. It's okay if it's all right. It's all right. You can just work. You don't have to stop working. Okay. Yeah, so we're having some problems. This thing's still working. All right, so I'm talking to Deep Research on another AI instance here, and well, this is the plan. I'm going to paste the plan that it is trying to suggest for me, and basically the idea is that well, it's talking about investigating the platform windsurf by searching for windsurf AI coding platform, and then also researching and comparing most suitable hosting platforms for a Vit application based on Vercel, Netlify, Cloudflare pages. Evaluate their free tiers, easy of deployment, and then it goes on to exploring methods for integrating a blog with the backend dashboard in the Vit application. And then talking about researching headless CMS options like contentfulsanity.io and Strapi, investigating Git-based CMS solutions like Decap and CMS, and then find solutions for capturing email addresses, outline a complete cost-effective technology stack. Anyways, I'll paste it all. But before I paste it, I just wanted to kind of give you like the idea behind what I'm trying to do. So the main idea is that we have this homepage, right? And so some people they might find the website because I don't know, they just find the homepage. Maybe we we're doing some kind of advertising. Let's say we're doing some Google advertising, and then people are searching. They have some keywords, and then my website pops up. So okay, great. So the website pops up. They go to the home screen. So the home screen needs to work, and everything on the home screen needs to work. And what's on the home screen? So well, there's the blog. So then the question is, how do I actually enter the text into the blog? Like, am I going to be updating the website when like every time I want to add a blog article to the blog? I think that's kind of crazy. So I think that we need to build a back end of the website so that I can actually upload blogs from my computer and then it goes into the website. And then my question is, well, so at some point we need to build that back end. And then also like, how do I access that back end? And how do I stop other people from accessing that back end so that I'm the only one that can enter information to create blog articles? And then also there's going to be the lead magnet page. So then I need to be able to like have the actual, well, at this point, it's like, it's going to be the YouTube channel. But then at some point, it's not just going to be the YouTube channel. Maybe it's going to be an ebook. And so people are going to give their emails. And then after they give me their email, then there should be some kind of automation set up so that they get an email right away. And then, well, so do I also have like a backend dashboard where I have like the ability to see everybody's emails? And then like how then do I manage that process so that I can easily begin the process of sending people a series of email marketing emails that help them to and remind them to go through the content of the online course that I created, which is being hosted in an unlisted YouTube playlist. And then also, so there's those features. And then, so what else is there? Then there's the journey modules. So then I need to be able to host a my website so that people can read the blogs and enter emails and be able to have they receive the link for the unlisted YouTube videos. Maybe it's better if I send the YouTube videos in a series. Like there's like the first email is going to be the first couple of videos with some information, and then a couple days later they're going to get the next videos, and maybe it'll be like 5 or 6 emails until they go through the whole series. Then at the same time, I also need to create some blog posts so that people understand how to use the actual Journey application and get people excited about using it in their everyday life. And so I need to know, how am I going to actually host all of these features? And I have a domain name. So like, what's the step-by-step process? Some people might assume that you could use windsurf, or maybe windsurf has some kind of relationship with other companies so that they can provide these services. But then my question is like, do I need windsurf, or like what's the best practices in the market right now for hosting this type of website with all these features where people are entering text and the text is being saved in the browser, and then people can also access all the rest of those points which I've already made. And then, well, the thing is, the deep research, the text I'm going to paste below, it's going to show you that actually there's some other features which are going to be coming later in the Pro Edition. So I don't really want to focus on those additional features right now. I just want to make sure that it has some understanding of what those future features might be, so that if we're going to be making a decision now, which may be influenced by the decisions we're going to be making in the future, then we're going to be making the better decision now based on where we want to go in the future. All right, so I'm going to enter the text below, and then I want you to edit the text below so that it's a better deep research uh, ideology and concept for the AI instant to begin doing that deep research. All right, let's jump back into this one. Wow, this one is still working. Mark the implementation of the bulletproof text block rendering utility and refactoring generate module PDA as complete. Update the task list to reflect the architectural PDF rendering engine is now implemented. Update the current code to focus on verifying export functionality and performing final screenshot verification. All right, so that's still working. Now I'm looking, it looks like our crisp has just run out. So that means there's going to be some background noise. Where's my screen? Is it this one? Yeah, let me just hear the audio. I can hear the dog. Gordon's, he's eating something. All right, I think you could hear me enough. Yeah, you can probably hear some background noise. That's just what it sounds like, but I think you can hear me clear enough that we can just continue from here. So it is still working on that. All right, so now we can bring that up to here. All right, so I just got to get used to when everybody's at work, then I got to come back here and just remember that Kevin O'Leary has a really nice house and he's got some really nice businesses and he's got a really nice marketing company. And like he says, like you watch his Instagram and he's like talking like, hey, you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of the people I respect, a lot of the people in the business, they're working harder than they ever worked before. And it's just because I think when you get older, you just realize like your life, you can either like sit around and do nothing, or you can like get up and start getting to work. And then you start making friends and you start like admiring things in other people. And then you start to realize like, you know, I could probably do more. I could probably be better. I could probably learn to how to succeed. I can probably have better relationships. I could probably find people that I could trust. I can see the world differently. I can have a positive mental attitude. I can like the words, they change in your mind to like I can, and it's like maybe I can do four things at the same time. So maybe I can monitor windsurf as it's like doing some testing, and then maybe I can check out like what's going on with the deep research. Compare primary hosting strategies all on one platform like windsurf. Investigate its features for vid backend functions, cost versus specialized platform like Vercel.net, Cloudflare, evaluating free tiers, deployment ease, performance. Investigate, compare blog content management systems, Git-based CMS, simplicity, cost versus research methods for leading capture and marketing automation include built-in. What research methods for lead capture and marketing automation include built-in form handling on hosting platforms? Integration with email marketing services, and then outline the long-term strategy for the pro version of by researching backend as a service platforms like Superbase, Firebase, about handling their user authentication and saved project data, synthesize all findings and propose a complete technology stack and deployment plan. All right, so we're gonna copy this, bring it back into here, paste it, check this one. So that one's still working. This guy's working. So we got this one going. We got this one going. Are we going to start the pro version? Not yet. And then what? We're going to decide on posting, blog posting objectives. Okay, so this is our marketing page. Now, right now, I would say in general, I'm having a really hard time focusing because we're doing three things at the same time. So what I recommend doing is stop sharing. And I'm going to just going to share that one specific tab, because what happens when I share that one specific tab is that I can now listen.
Excellent. This is a perfect Monday task. You've gone out and found expert advice on best practices, and now we can use it to refine our own strategy. Thank you for bringing this in. You've correctly identified that this video validates our entire approach. The expert's advice maps almost perfectly onto the business growth engine and the three projects we've defined. Let's quickly break down how this new information sharpens our focus. How this expert advice validates our plan. Pre-coding validation. The video's emphasis on building an audience and an email list before writing code is crucial. This directly supports Project 2, the content and authority engine. The blog posts and YouTube content aren't just for marketing later. They are the key to validating the idea and building our initial list of prospects now. Customer development. The expert's point about having 50 to 100 conversations with people on your email list is the very definition of Project 1, the early adopter and community program. Our plan to personally onboard the first 10 to 20 users is a direct implementation of this principle. Pricing dictates marketing. The advice on not underpricing is a critical piece of devil's advocate thinking we can apply. A low price point would make our business growth engine impossible to fuel with any paid advertising in the future. The marketing flywheel, the progression from scratching and clawing for the first 100 customers to finding one primary marketing channel, is the natural evolution of our projects. Project 1 is the scratch and claw phase. Project 2, content, SEO, is our first bet on a scalable marketing flywheel. The most important insight: what to do before the blog. The single most important takeaway from this video is the need for a pre-launch landing page. The expert stresses that before anything else, before the blog, before the product is perfect, you need a simple page to capture interest and build your initial email list. This is the seed from which everything else grows. This gives us a new, even more focused signal that should come before we even write the first blog post. Our new, sharpened first objective. Based on this, let's redefine our immediate objective. Launch a simple landing page that clearly explains the Project Arrowhead framework's value and includes an email sign-up form to build our initial interest list for customer development. This is now our true step one. It's a small, achievable task that directly implements the expert advice and sets the stage for both our content strategy and our early adopter program.
All right, great. Hello. 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 Oh, come on. It's like I really just want this to work. I just really want this to work. Maybe I'll just reload page. Now, okay. All right. So basically, okay, good. So now the thing is that I think that in general that we have quite a bit of information regarding some potential first steps. And like if we talk about the brainstorming module, then the whole point of the brainstorming module is to create a series of potential objectives. Meaning like, well, there's a couple of objectives that we can think about, which is like, what are the first steps? So for example, in your last post, you mentioned that perhaps that we should launch a simple landing page that clearly explains Project Arrowhead's framework value and includes an email sign up form to build our initial interest list for customer development. Yeah, well, that's a one potential way to do it. And then there's also the other potential, which is that we have the lead magnet page, which is connected to my online course, and then we create the actual emails. So there's going to be like an email series which guides and directs people to go through the course, and then also there's the blog posts which get people to understand the steps of the product, and then helps people to understand how to use the project, and then also the journey pages, the modules, so help other people to use the brainstorm module. And then I don't know. So there's like a lot of different things that we could do. And we could just immediately start writing blog posts. We could create, like it said, like create a simple landing page, or we could use like our current project as what it looks like right now, or we can just finish things up and then launch the like a bigger set of things with the website. So you know and then we can talk about a completely different topic, which is like, well, if you decide to start writing blogs right now, then which blog should we start with? Like, launch a simple landing page that clearly explains Project Arrowhead framework value and includes an email sign up. That is one type of blog article. So, but it's just making it as a concept of like just a one page website. But then there's also the opportunity to just launch the website. I mean, launch the website with the homepage and with the blog page and with the with the lead magnet page and with the actual journey. The 17 questions inside of the three modules with the task list page, because basically that's already all finished. I've already designed all of these things, and I'm using deep research to be able to understand like what is it going to take to actually set this stuff up and then begin to launch this website. So now what we need to do is to make an exhaustive list of all potential step one, and then we need to then look at combinations of step one and step two. So once you have a combination of all possible step one, and then you have a couple of smart, at least three or four different, the most important or the most logical or the most intelligent combination of two or three first steps, then what we can do is we can use the choose module to compare and to discuss what's most important, and then to be able to make a decision about which objective to actually follow. All right, what's going on here?
Of course, you've correctly identified that we've brainstormed several potential starting points, and now we need to organize them into clear, competing scenarios. This is the perfect preparation for using your Choose module next. Let's first create an exhaustive menu of all the individual step 1-inch actions we've discussed, and then we'll bundle them into intelligent combinations. Part 1, the menu of potential first steps. Here are the individual atomic actions we could take right now. Think of this as the a la carte menu. A. The simple landing page. Create and launch a single, focused landing page. Its only job is to explain the value proposition of the framework and capture emails for an interest list. B. The first blog post. Write and publish our first deep dive article, e.g., the one on the imitate principle on the website's blog. C. The email funnel. Write the complete 5 to 7-part email series for the existing online course Lead Magnet, creating a fully automated welcome sequence for new subscribers. D. The full site launch. Push the entire current website live, including the homepage, the working app with all 17 steps, the blog page, and the Lead Magnet page. E. The customer development sprint. Keep everything private and spend 2 weeks finding 10 ideal customers, scheduling one-on-one calls, and demoing the app to get direct, qualitative feedback. Part 2. Strategic combinations, the scenarios. Now, let's combine those individual steps into 3 to 4 intelligent, competing strategies. These are the scenarios we can analyze next week using the Choose module. Scenario 1. The Validator Path. Philosophy. This path follows the expert advice precisely. We validate demand and learn from users before a public launch. Maximum learning, minimum risk. Sequence. 1. First, execute the simple landing page, A, to start building an interest list. 2. Second, immediately begin the customer development sprint, E, by talking to the people who sign up. Scenario 2. The Publisher Path. Philosophy. This path focuses on launching with immediate value. We use high-quality content as the engine for growth from day one, attracting an audience with our expertise. Sequence. 1. First, execute the full site launch, D, to ensure the infrastructure, blog, app, is live. 2. Second, immediately publish the first blog post, B, to drive initial traffic. 3. Third, ensure the email funnel, C, is ready to nurture the new subscribers from the blog. Scenario 3. The Blitz Path. Philosophy. This is the most aggressive path. We do everything at once to maximize initial momentum, launching the product and all marketing channels simultaneously. High effort, high potential reward. Sequence. 1. First, execute the full site launch, D. 2. Second, simultaneously, begin the first blog post, B, the email funnel, C, and the customer development sprint, E, all at the same time. Now you have a clear list of individual actions and 3 distinct, strategic combinations. This gives us the perfect material to work with when we move into the Choose module to make our final decision.
Okay, well, I mean, the point is that we already have the code for the website, and so it's not like we don't have to. Okay, well, the question is how much of the website is actually functioning. If we wait another week, then I think we can get most of the website functioning. And I don't know. So I'm not so sure about this idea where we're talking about just making one like simple page. So I think that we could launch the website. So, but I'm not going to be using this AI instance. I'm not going to be using you to discuss um, launching the website. I'm going to be using a different AI instance to discuss the actual process of launching the website. I'm going to be using you mainly to think about our business growth model, which is basically we are writing blog articles and putting them on our website and then also putting them on LinkedIn. And then we're going to be using that content to create a YouTube video And then after we create the YouTube video, then we're going to create the short videos to put on Instagram. And all of those different pieces of content are all going to direct traffic to the lead magnet page. And then the lead magnet page is going to be collecting email addresses and getting people to start taking the course that we've already created. So then we need to write the email, the follow-up emails. And then, so that's going to get people going inside of the lead magnet, collecting emails and getting people taking the course. Then, of course, the blog articles and the YouTube videos and the YouTube shorts, or the short videos in general, that are going on Instagram, those are going to be like really helping people to learn about the actual app that's on the website. And so when we talk about you, then really what we're talking about is like we need to make decisions about what that blog article, what the first blog article is going to look like, what's the actual content of those blog articles, and then we need to create the YouTube videos. So how are we going to design those YouTube videos? So those are the first two things to focus on. And then we also need to take a look at the YouTube videos, and then we need to just bundle them into lessons, which are connected to a series of emails. So basically, we need to figure out a schedule for doing all of this work. And then I'm going to get another AI instance to talk about the process of actually uploading and working with the code so that the website works. And then so that all the work that we do here with the marketing department is all going to be driving traffic to the website, either the lead magnet page, or just the home page, or the blog page, or the journey page. So all of those pages will be available. For example, if I write a blog article, or if I write, or if I create a YouTube video, then underneath in the description, it's going to be like, hey, do you want to read our blog article on our website? Or do you want to use our application? Do you want to use Project Arrowhead application? Here's the link for the Project Arrowhead application. And here's the link for a free online course that we're providing. So all of those things will be linked in the description within the blog article, the LinkedIn blog article, and also in the description of the YouTube video. So, I mean, I'm going to share with you the information that I got from the team that's focusing on launching the website, so that you have like some background into what it's being considered about launching the website. But I want you to really focus on helping me to focus on creating content and creating a content plan, so that we can start like spending like an hour a day working on this content and starting to deliver content. Okay, so what's going on now? In the background, I can see that that windsurf is done its work, and then as you can see, I pasted the content. Research is done, so I'm also going to paste that deep research into. All right, so I got the deep research back from the other AI instance, and I want you to compare and contrast that deep research with your recommendations, and then help me understand what is the step-by-step process for doing this work. Now, we got an issue because, I mean, I don't really like you see, we did the deep research, and then what happens is like this thing is always highlighted, and I hate it when this thing's always highlighted. So instead of like having this highlighted, what we can do is we can open up the deep research, and we can copy the content. But then we can create a new AI instance. And then in the new AI instance, it says, consider this deep research, paste. follow this advice. Now we go back to this other thing. Come back here. Week 1 pillar post. We'll finalize our outline to write the full draft of the blog posts. Wednesday, we're going to edit the posts, authoritative video, lead magnet. Okay. Okay, understand the context of what the marketing team hopes to deliver. You are now the webmaster, and your job is to work with the marketing team and the software architect in order to launch our website and make sure everything is working for the client side and the back end. Give yourself a role and provide instructions on how to create the most effective prompts. Take the content I provide for you and then upgrade the prompt. After reviewing the upgraded prompt, then take on the role and proactively lead the conversation about next steps to command the architect and marketing team to get their jobs done so that you can launch this project. You are the online store boss, and you need to get everyone else working harder and being more focused. Your main desire is user data. You will do everything in your power to encourage others and give clear instructions so that their efforts lead to gaining more users and getting more customer data. All right, so this is, what is he called? He was called the webmaster. Nice. All right, now I'm just going to share. I'm going to stop sharing here, and then I'm going to share the whole screen. All right, so you can see this guy's done. Now I'm going to take all three of these people, and I'm going to put them right next to. In fact, I'm going to put them before the arrow. There we go. All right, so what we got is we got the marketing department here, we got the architect here, and then we got the webmaster. which is matching with this. So we got the marketing department here. So it's called Vortex. We got Vortex, Architect, and Webmaster. How do I change the name? So this one's called, it used to be called Vortex. Let's call it Vortex. This one's Architect. Probably this is free 7, product dev. Architect, we'll just call it Architect 7. And this one's going to be called, Webmaster. Good. So we got our 3 AI instances up and ready. They match with these 3 departments and these tasks. Now this deep research, we're going to lose that deep research. All right, let's call this one deep research. We don't actually need to delete it, but I don't need to look at it. Okay. Now, website here. Is this one running? $51.73. Well, you can't get a. Hold on. Let's do it like this. The issue is you can't get a. You're not going to get a PDF. Okay. You're not going to be able to get a PDF from a. Okay, let's download this brainstorming module. It's the 8.1. Okay, it's good. Yes. Okay, good. It's working on the next page. This one's fine. This one works. And this one works good. It's good on the next page. Well, it's almost perfect. Fantastic. There you go. Good. There you go. So we're changing to ChatGPT5 because it solved the problem in like 3 prompts, which is 3 tokens. And with Claude Sonnet 4, we used, I think, 8 tokens maybe, and we weren't able to fix the problem in 8 tokens. We were able to solve it with 3 tokens with ChatGPT5. Whew. Well, I think I'm spent. I'm not really sure what to say here. It worked, so it's fine. And let's go back to here. Test export task list. There's a couple of little cosmetic things. I would say we're not going to be starting the pro version anytime soon. So let's move that back over here. The lead magnet, it's not going to be an ebook. So we're going to do the lead magnet videos. So we need to create the email marketing plus video series. Where's that? That's on the home page. So yeah, we need to launch, but we also have to create. Okay, that's over here. This is the set up the lead magnet page, and that's going to be connected to the emails blog. Okay, that's enough. Let's take a break. Batulu, bye-bye.